Hi there folks, today we're checking out the Bluedio Hurricane H2. Let's do this. Hi there folks, and welcome back to Novum Verum. Today we have the Bluedio Hurricane H2. Bluedio is a brand that I'm not overly familiar with, but I have seen it multiple times whenever I'm doing searches on Amazon and eBay and whatnot. So they're pretty prevalent. I would compare them to MPOW and Enek Fire. But I decided to keep the plastic on here just to show you when compared with some other brands, including the two that I mentioned. They actually put in the effort of just putting it in a bag with a seal on it. I actually really appreciate this. It's so simple, and I just feel more comfortable getting a product that has factory seals of some sort. And this even has a sticker here, and it actually says something here. Do not accept if seal is broken. You can't really see it on here because it is black on a clear sticker that's on a black box. So, but I actually really appreciate that. That's awesome. So yeah, so Hurricane 2nd generation touch control wireless Bluetooth headphone. There is a bit of a bend here. Might have been squished a little, but not overly much. I'm pretty sure that the product inside is nice and safe. So let's crack her open, shall we? Break the seal. Boom, boom. I'm actually very impressed with the packaging already. Very simple, everything's here, but they have this clear plastic cover. So I already feel that they've put in more effort than some other brands that I've checked out. So that's that cover. Stereo headset. Let's check out what's in the accessories box. Oh wow. So here we have a flat Type-C USB cable. Quite a bit of length to it too. That's very surprising. And here we have a Type-C to aux cable. Again, there's some length to that. Very small. Oh, it's a fold-out manual there. And this I read on the description where they actually give you an airline adapter. So when you're on flights, and they usually have those two-prong audio inputs. So that's pretty cool. And there she is. Oh wow. I wish you guys can feel this, because as soon as I touched it, it's very soft and supple. I don't know whether this is, it's probably, you know, pleather, but the foam is, it's not memory foam, or if it is, it's not that great, but there's foam on top as well as obviously on the interior here. Very light when compared to some of the other ones that I've tested out. There's some flex to it, but it's a lot more rigid, I feel. Um, oh, that's the lowest it can go, and I guess it just extends from there. Yeah. Oh, that's odd. So the extension actually goes into the ear cup. Usually with headphones, it goes into the headband. That's all right. I'm not too keen about these exposed wires. But I guess it's just, you know, part of the style. These accents here, though, they're definite fingerprint magnets. This has a almost like, it has a very matte finish, obviously, but it feels almost rubberized. Not overly much, like it's still rather smooth, and my fingers run through it just fine. But now the ear cups themselves might be memory foam. Definitely very soft. Do appreciate that. No controls on the left ear cup, but here we have a micro SD slot. So if you just want to pop in your music, I'm guessing one is an on and off switch. Oh, yeah, I guess that's the power button, and this, I have no idea what that one's for, but we'll find out. Down here we have the Type C connector charging port. I'm guessing this little hole here is for the mic, and I'm not too sure what this button is for, but it has an arrow pointing that way. On here, there seems to be some sort of, I'm guessing that might be the touch sensor on this side, on the left ear cup. But on this side, we also have that same, I don't know whether that, yeah, I have no idea what this is for. Oh, now that I look at it closely, they look like air vents. Yeah, that's what it looks like. It's a very fine mesh, and then there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 holes in there. So I think those are air vents. Alrighty, so I'm gonna get it all charged up. Definitely gonna read the manual just to figure out what all these controls are for. Connect it to my phone, and we'll take it for a test drive. Give me a moment, folks. I'll be right back. Thanks. Hi there, folks. So here I have the Bluedio H2 all hooked up. Um, this is technically my indoor test, as per usual, in my car. So once again, I'm using Cinema FV5 to capture this video and audio. So the audio that you're hearing right now should be coming from the Bluedio H2. Um, these actually feel very comfortable. Uh, they're not constricting at all. Um, yeah, I think I could wear this for at least a couple of hours. So they're not overly heavy. But yeah, anyhow, I'm gonna step outside real quick. I'm gonna set you guys on the dash, and we'll do the outdoor test. One moment. Ooh, sorry about the shakiness. There we go. On the dash. I'm stepping outside. there is a massive uh, sky. You can't see it because of the bank, but yeah, it's pretty loud. So we'll see how these ones are capturing that. The Bluedio H2 that I have on only has one mic on this side. It's also pretty breezy right now, so we'll see how that's coming through. But overall, I do personally uh, hear the wind. Um, but oddly enough, the traffic that's been driving by, I don't necessarily feel overly much. You can hear it in the background, but it's not drowning out. So I know that they should be louder. Um, but anyhow, I am at my usual spot. More snow piled up on that side, so had to come over to this side. And yeah, it's really frigid out. 12 right now, directly under the sun. It's actually pretty warm, so I'm comfortable at the moment. Uh, so hopefully we can see how this handles that. I didn't read anything about any sort of CVC rating on the mic on this. So um, once again, I guess I'm about 2 meters away from the front of my car, well, 1.5, which is about 3.5 away from where my phone is sitting on the dash. And, yeah, okay. There's only so much frigid wind I could take, so I'm gonna step back inside of my car and head home, check the audio, and go from there. I'll be back with my postmortem. Thanks a lot, guys. See you soon. All right, folks, it's postmortem time for the Bluedio H2 Hurricane. And I think we all know that this is going to be a pass. Just with that previous segment where I did the indoor-outdoor test, the connectivity was shoddy. And even when my voice was coming through, it was constantly distorted. And not just, one type of distortion, whether it's just static or warbling, it was anything and everything. Sometimes the volume would change. My voice sounded very mechanical. Yeah, definitely not very good when it comes to call quality and voice quality. And again, I wasn't that far away from it, and it was something that I could duplicate. So I actually tried this on another old phone of mine and connected that way, and I was still getting the same experience. I connected to my computer, and again, this just can't connect properly. And I was trying to look for something in regards to the Bluetooth rating on this, or version rather, and I couldn't find anything really. So it's definitely not 5.0 at the very least. So yeah, that was disappointing. Sound quality when it comes to music and watching movies and YouTube and whatnot was actually pretty decent. This is heavy on the low and the bass lines, very deep, and the mids and the highs were mediocre at best. It was still a decent listening experience when I was listening to music, but overall I found that the bass and the low tones were more on the forefront, and it didn't really blend very well. Just to let you know, this also has active noise canceling, which is that other switch on that I looked at on the right ear cup, and it works to a certain degree, but unfortunately there is a very noticeable almost like a white noise or a hum in the background and it's always present. Now, I did use this outdoors, and I found that anything that was a constant noise. So where I was, there was buses running back and forth because there's a bus stop close by, and that was during the day. So there were buses coming in and out quite often, and it drowned out the noise. It muted it quite noticeably, but not completely. But again, that hum is always there in the background, and it was kind of annoying. Not to mention, active noise canceling takes up a lot of power, so just turning it off is perfectly fine. Because of the air vents that these ear cups have, a lot of ambient noise can be heard, which I guess could be considered a safety feature, just so that you know what's going on around you, even when you have your music going on and whatnot. But overall, the sound isolation on this is negligible, to be perfectly honest with you. It does a little bit, but not a whole lot, so you won't get sound isolation with these. So yeah, there you have it. These I purchased for, I think it was $39.99 Canadian on Amazon. There was a $5 coupon, so I got it for 35 bucks. I would say it's not even worth it, simply because the predecessor headsets that I had tried, several weeks back, those actually performed a lot better than these, especially when it came to connectivity. Voice quality on that one was rather loud, but I still was coming through nice and clear and intelligible. You can understand what I'm saying. But this one, there's just so much distortion, and the connection kept on, disconnecting. So yeah, not a great product, unfortunately. But I do know Bluedio has multiple other ones. This is obviously at their lower end, so maybe later on I'll try something a little bit more on the higher end. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I obviously have more products on the way, so I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye for now.